Have you ever walked into a room and felt it bend around you not because you said a word? Not because your outfit screamed attention, but because your energy itself pulled the air, the space, and everyone in it toward you. That is what I'm talking about when I say feminine energy has gravity. Magnetic, undeniable, intoxicating. I remember the first time I truly felt it in myself. It wasn't in some glamorous gala or expensive rooftop party. It was a quiet little café in downtown Manhattan, where the air smelled like roasted coffee beans and faint vanilla, where the chairs creaked and sunlight slanted across the wooden tables. I was sitting alone, flipping through a journal, completely unaware of the group of men who walked in, each exuding confidence. Yet the instant they registered me, their conversation paused mid-air, their attention pulled subtly toward my presence, almost involuntarily, and they didn't notice each other first, they noticed me. Not in a shallow, flirtatious way, but in the way someone notices a rare painting, one they can't stop staring at, one they instinctively recognize as valuable without knowing why. Presence, my sisters, is not about looks or labels. It is about energy, about subtle dominance, about walking as if the world already bends to your rhythm. Most women think presence is in the clothes, the makeup, the height of heels. The mistake surface for substance. The truth is magnetic energy is quiet, invisible, yet devastatingly powerful. It is in the pauses you take, the way your gaze lingers, the gentle teasing smile that makes them question if you see more than you let on. I've walked into boardrooms, dates, cafes, and parties and felt the same gravitative way people unconsciously orient themselves to me. The way conversations stretch and compress around my energy without a word spoken. It is intoxicating. Yes, but it is deliberate, strategic, and teachable. Humans are wired to follow energy, not words. And when you radiate calm, composed, subtly amused, unshakable feminine energy, they follow, lean in, unconsciously orbiting your rhythm, craving something they can't define. I've had dates where I said 5 words across 2 hours. Yet by the end, he was leaning forward, entranced, as if my presence had carved a gravitational field around him, shaping attention effortlessly, subtly, beautifully. That is the power of presence psychology, the intersection of subtle dominance, luxury behavior, psychological triggers, and unspoken allure. Presence is Aristotle wrapped in silk. It is Coco Chanel's invisible perfume. It is the knowledge that your energy itself is a force others are compelled to acknowledge, orbit around, and even chase, without you needing to perform, explain, or overextend. Once you internalize this, everything changes. Narrative control becomes your secret weapon. Every glance, every smile, every carefully timed silence becomes part of a story others unconsciously want to decode. I watched a friend, stunning yet unaware, navigate a room full of executives, soft-spoken, hesitant, polite, and she was invisible. The difference between her and a woman who commands space isn't beauty, nor the clothes she wears, its energy alignment, micro-pacing, and deliberate stillness. You anchor yourself first. You set the rhythm. You allow curiosity to chase you. I remember a rooftop evening, champagne in hand, city lights spilling across the skyline, and simply leaning into a conversation, tilting my head ever so slightly, allowing a slow, teasing smile to pull attention without a word. And people instinctively circled my aura. Subtle dominance is not aggression. It is sovereignty. It is gliding instead of rushing. Deliberate gestures, soft smiles hinting at amusement, breathing that anchors you, pacing your energy like an exquisite symphony. Luxury is behavior, not labels. It is pacing yourself like rare wine, never overexposing, never chasing attention. It finds you because your energy is currency. Whether on a date, in a group, or negotiating your worth professionally, your aura sets the tone. People respond to energy, not performance. And once you master yours, attention becomes effortless. You do not chase. You are the prize. You do not explain. You are the context. Compliments, invitations, and subtle desire follow naturally when you understand how to hold your presence, how to pace your narrative, how to align energy with stillness and confidence. And yes, men and women alike are addicted to presence because it signals mastery, security, mystery, a rare combination most never consciously recognize, yet cannot resist. Your eyes, your micro expressions, your rhythm, your breathing, all become instruments of influence, without a single forced word. Finally, let's explore the full embodiment of magnetic feminine energy. Integration. Presence is dynamic, alive, and it shapes every space you occupy. Imagine leaving a room and feeling the ripple of attention trailing behind you. Subtle shifts in posture, pauses, and glances that follow your invisible gravitational field. This is aura mastery, micro-psychological triggers, energy pacing, deliberate stillness, narrative control, and subtle dominance all entwined into one. Touch lightly, smile just enough to hint at warmth, speak with tonal rhythm that guides curiosity, and allow silence to hum in the air like electricity. Every gesture, every pause, every glance becomes a story that others unconsciously follow, attempting to decode, always chasing, never reaching fully. This is the ultimate feminine power. Sovereign, magnetic, and unforgettable. Once you practice this, your confidence reinforces itself. People lean in, try to earn your attention, orbit your presence, while you remain effortlessly sovereign, sipping your drink, holding your gaze, moving in rhythm only you control. Comment your biggest takeaway, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because once you embrace this, there is no fading into the background, no chasing, no second guessing your worth. Step into your gravity, glide through rooms like velvet, radiate with subtle mastery, and let the world bend naturally to the energy you command. You are the standard. You are the phenomenon. You are the irresistible force that others will never forget. And my sisters, that is priceless. And now, let's go even deeper because magnetic presence isn't just an occasional trick. It is a lifestyle, a philosophy, a way of being that seeps into every corner of your life, subtly reshaping interactions, subtly elevating your value in ways people can't quite explain. Picture yourself walking into a room and feeling the invisible currents bend toward you, almost as if the air itself has been gently tuned to the frequency of your energy. You are not demanding attention, you are the quiet epicenter around which everything revolves. Every glance, every micro smile, every imperceptible pause in your movement or speech is like a gentle nudge to the universe, signaling that you are sovereign, that you exist on a plane of calm authority, and that your energy is not for negotiation. I remember an evening in a private lounge, chandeliers reflecting golden light off crystal glasses, where I simply leaned against the railing, a soft smile playing on my lips, arms relaxed. The conversations around me subtly slowed. Heads turned, eyes lingered, not because of vanity, not because of clothes, but because of the effortless weight of presence I had cultivated. And this is the secret most women never understand. It isn't about tring, it is about being so grounded, so composed, so aware of the invisible power you carry, that the world instinctively recalibrates around you. Subtle dominance isn't aggression, it's mastery over yourself first. The ability to pace your energy, to orchestrate your aura like a conductor with a symphony, making others orbit naturally. Intrigued, wanting, questioning, humans are wired to follow energy, follow rhythm, tone, confidence, subtle mystery along before they notice appearance or words. And when you understand this, you see life differently, not as a space to perform, but as a stage to inhabit. And every interaction becomes a subtle dance where you set the tempo, choose the cadence, and allow others to naturally align themselves to your gravitational pull. Let's talk about the practical alchemy of presence, stillness, selective attention, and narrative mastery. When you enter a room, pause for a heartbeat longer than instinctively necessary. Let your eyes sweep the environment without urgency. Allow your smile to curve only slightly, teasingly, hinting at understanding far beyond what's visible. Watch how people lean in, how silence fills in the gaps you leave deliberately, how attention clings, almost subconsciously, to every subtle cue you give. I remember a networking event where I barely spoke for 10 minutes, just a tilt of the head, a quiet laugh at the perfect moment, the softest confident posturing, yet the room leaned in toward me. Compliments were offered, invitations were extended, conversations naturally found me, all without me having to chase, explain, or perform. That is feminine energy in action. Selective, deliberate, magnetic. It is intelligence wrapped in allure, philosophy wrapped in elegance, psychology wrapped in subtle seduction. Even your breathing becomes a tool. Slow, controlled, rhythmic, communicating serenity and control. Micro expressions, tiny gestures, the way you tilt your hand or the angle of your gaze, all of it signals authority and value to those who are subconsciously tuned in. And this mastery isn't just for romantic or social scenarios, it seeps into professional life, friendships, and family interactions. People respond to energy first, logic second, and when your energy communicates mastery, security, and calm, the entire environment shifts effortlessly around you. Presence is luxury in motion. It is sovereignty without aggression. And it is utterly addictive for anyone who senses it. And now, let's elevate to the ultimate level. Aura alignment and gravitational storytelling. Every interaction becomes a narrative you subtly write. Not with words alone, but with the way you move. Pause, listen, respond, and even allow silence to linger like a perfume. Imagine sitting at a candlelit dinner, subtle music playing, and every motion, glance, and laugh choreographed unconsciously with the world around you, just the way a queen inhabits her court. Even in casual moments, a coffee shop, a park, a casual stroll, your energy leaves ripples. People remembering how it felt to be in your orbit. A memory of serenity, amusement, curiosity, and allure. Touch lightly when appropriate. Smile just enough to invite, but never give everything away. Speak in tonal variations that feel effortless yet compelling. And always maintain micro pauses that make your energy resonate like a note struck perfectly in harmony with the environment. Presence mastery is about invisible authority, an aura that communicates value without explaining itself, that leaves others craving more, wanting to decode, intrigued, endlessly fascinated. You are teaching the world your worth simply by being, by holding your energy like a rare jewel, unshakable, unapologetic, magnetic. And this, my sisters, is not learned overnight, it is cultivated daily with intention, awareness, and quiet obsession over your own energy. The women who radiate without trying, know this, they are anchors in storms, whispers in chaos, centers in any room, commanding attention not because they demand it, but because they embody it. This is your blueprint. Glide through life with velvet precision. Orchestrate attention without effort. Radiate calm mastery. And let every person you encounter experience the gravity of your presence. Comment your biggest takeaway. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. And step into the power of present psychology, because once you harness this energy, you are unstoppable, unforgettable, and truly sovereign. You are not here to blend in. You are here to bend reality around your aura. And that, my sisters, is priceless, eternal, and utterly magnetic.